Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Kenny Murdock. Longtime wrestling fan, about 23 years. Showed no signs of stopping until the March 11th, 2013 episode of Raw, which was probably one of the worst I've seen in years. We're 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, which makes no sense to me. I should be enthralled in every episode. I should be beside myself with joy about the upcoming events, but I'm not. I'm literally not excited about a single match for WrestleMania. They're all tired. They're all thrown together really quickly with shoddy Elmer's glue, and we're expected to hold up. I'm going to try to get straight to the point, kind of like a Zeb Coulter promo, only way less boring, and I'm not going to bitch about Mexicans the whole time. I used to think, and I still do to a great extent, that we as fans ruined wrestling. And what I mean by that is that the Attitude Era sort of ruined us. We got used to seeing badass heels be good guys. That was the era I really started to root for heels. Jericho, The Rock was a heel for a little bit during that time. Angle was a heel for a little bit during that time. DX was the ultimate heels, but you cheered for them because they talked about boobs, and I was like 14, and I loved boobs when I was 14. I loved them way more than I love them now. They were mysterious back then. But I mean, it kind of just blurred the line between heel and face, and now it's the point where we're booing the top guy, Cena. Why? He's not that bad. He's been in the thing for 10 years. He's got to evolve. His character has to change. He couldn't have a padlock necklace and rhyme all the time. He couldn't do it. You change as a person. He's damn near, what is he, 36 now? It's time. You know what I mean? It's time for him to grow up a little. And everybody's like, oh, Cena only has 5 moves. 5 moves. Well, what wrestler do you know that didn't have 5 moves? I don't even think I could name 5 moves for Hulk Hogan, to be honest with you. If I leave out kicks and punches, he had a leg drop, body slam. Occasionally he clothesline. He'd roll around on the ring. That's not a move. Hulking up's not a move, you know? So you don't injure the top guys, you know? I'm surprised they let CM Punk go to the top rope the amount of times he did. If it comes down to watching CM Punk jump off the top rope through a table and break his leg and not see him for 3-4 months, like, whatever, dude. Appreciate the match you have. It's our fault in the sense of we don't immerse ourselves in the entertainment anymore. And what I mean by that is, go back and watch the 1991 Parlor episode featuring Ric Flair and Hogan before they were doing that whole unification of the title and the vacating title thing. And listen to that crowd when Hogan comes out. They're on their feet. They're all in their... They got their 90s hipster glasses and their ugly 90s sweaters, and they're just cheering their asses off, man. And now go watch your DVR'd version of Raw last night, and the crowd's sitting down. There's no pops anymore. Your favorite wrestler comes out, you stand up for 2 seconds, and then you sit down. Like, no, man. I go to a show since I was a kid. I'm on my feet the whole time. The people behind me hate me. And I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm there to yell. I don't care. When I was a kid and I was in the 300s, I was yelling as if I was right in the front row. You know what I'm saying? Brian Pillman heard me. He gave me the finger once at a house show. That was pretty cool. But, the fans are on their phones. They look up every so often. They hear a body slam, and that's it. Other than that, they're not cheering. They're not popping when they're supposed to. You know, they hear their town and they go crazy, but... Wrestlers take breaks in between their promos for us to cheer, to boo, to get in our voices, and we sit there silent like morons, and it ruins it at home for me, because it's like, damn, this crowd is affecting my morale, you know what I mean? You have to immerse yourself in your favorite wrestlers. If you're a Ziggler guy and the guy in front of you is a Cena guy, you guys should be going at it the whole show. Screw Cena, screw Ziggler. I hate him. I love him. They come out. You cheer. You boo. You get in faces. A wrestler would get in a person's face and they'd scream back. They'd have their child molester mustaches and they would just be going at it because they got it. Now we're just so ruined by the Attitude Era that we don't appreciate anything that any business does. Now, it's not 100% our fault because, honestly, everybody thought it was so cool when WWF took over WCW. I watched Shane McMahon walk onto my screen on Monday Night Nitro and I said to myself, wrestling is dead. There's no competition. There's no need. It's like when Lil Wayne was a decent rapper. He was trying to come up. Now, he's got all the attention of the 14-year-old girls and the kids who don't necessarily like rap, but it's cool for them to like Lil Wayne. So if you can make this $2 million putting forth no effort, and it's more money than you made when you were putting forth effort, Why wouldn't you still do it? I don't blame the WWE for putting forth a lackluster product. There's no competition. Everybody's been saying since 2006, TNA's getting good. TNA's getting really good. I watch it. I don't see it. The wrestling's great. I've watched some great matches on TNA. But unfortunately, the drama comes with it. The storylines come with it. You know what I mean? It's a show for a reason. I don't argue with people over, oh, you know, it's fake, right? What show do you watch that isn't fake? What show do you watch that it isn't scripted what's going to happen in the end? My show, grown men just happen to kind of wrestle with each other, and they're all oiled up and stuff. But that's in between our storylines. That's in between our, you know, that's part of the reason we watch it. Not to mention it's an athletic feat. You have to kind of give them that, but I digress. WWE holds some of the blame because, honestly, your writing sucks. There's nothing interesting going on in WWE right now. Nothing. Your build-ups suck. You blew your load on The Undertaker. One of the main things I've been looking forward to since WrestleMania ended last year was when that bong was going to hit. And it was going to be a surprise. But no, you show me a clip of him at a house show looking real tired and tell me The Undertaker's back. And then you hold a match for who's going to face The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Are you kidding me? Do you want me to shut the TV off? There was no excitement. After not seeing The Undertaker for nearly a year, I should be sitting on my couch watching Raw, and all of a sudden, bong, out of nowhere. Here's a better idea. CM Punk is really upset that he's not going to WrestleMania to face The Rock. He says that there's nothing what is he going to do? What is his purpose? He knows he can beat anybody. He can make WrestleMania moments, and then bong, Undertaker challenges him. Way better than having a match with fucking 4 people that we know aren't going to win, and you know it's just going to be CM Punk Taker, and you blow your load like that. You have him come out in the beginning and look at the ring, and no, surprise me. There's no surprise in WWE anymore. I think it was WrestleMania 16 or 17 whenever Triple H turned his back on DX. Triple H turned his back, then Chyna turned her back. There used to be twists and turns to pay-per-views. There was a heel turn every so often, a face turn, and you would be shocked by what happened. And now there's none of that. I'm not shocked by anything that happens. I'm not like out of my mind about anything. And that comes from the fact that you guys are kind of just winging it now. You can get away with being lazy, so you do it. Your pussiness sucks, WWE. It's okay to be bullies. You can't have a Be a Star program and have an anti-bullying campaign with somebody like Sheamus, who then proceeds to go on SmackDown and bully wrestlers. You know, steal Alberto Del Rio's car. What? That's a bully thing to me. Bro kick Hornswoggle in the face. That's a bully move to me. That's hypocrisy at its finest. And it's okay to be mean. Jerry the King Lawler, I mean, come on, dude. The dude doesn't do any cool quips anymore. He's not witty. Michael Cole's a good guy. Part of the awesomeness that was JR and the King was that JR was the good guy and King was the heel. And JR wanted to see great wrestling and King wanted to see boobs and make fun of wrestlers. And he was witty and it was awesome. And now they just... That Brad Maddox promo last night, you cannot have your announcers telling us that this is boring. You can't have your announcers making fun. I don't know if that was on purpose. I don't know if you didn't know Cole's mic was on, but you can't have that. You're destroying your own product. Do you want out of the business, Vince? Hand it over to me. I'll run your company. I don't give a shit. It's okay to be mean. It's okay to suck, but, like, don't tell us. We knew Brad Maddox was doing a terrible job. We didn't need Michael Cole to tell us that. You shouldn't have them shitting on your own product. That's just dumb business. You had no build-up to matches. You're letting me down. I'm 27 years old, and I'm defending wrestling. Give me something to defend, please. Hire me. I'll write you great storylines. I'll do it all, man. Make me a ref. Make me an announcer. Make me a commentator. For Christ's sakes, do something. Like, to keep me involved. And real quick, I appreciate you. I didn't think this was going to take 10 minutes, but I get on rants sometimes. I'm sorry I came to the internet to bitch. I hate bitching on the internet. I watch people bitch about wrestling all the time on the internet, and it infuriates me, but I'm infuriated, and I guess I now understand why you guys do it. 9 videos a day on why CM Punk should not wear yellow. Little lame, but whatever. It's time for a Cena heel turn. I get it. He Make-A-Wish. He's the face of your company. He goes on all the talk shows. You can't have a bad guy on Make-A-Wish. You can't have a bad guy on Jimmy Fallon, whatever the case, but find another face then. Bring somebody in and start grooming them. Do something, because it is time for a Cena heel turn. It is time for Cena to be bad. All the little kids are growing up, Vince. When I was 14, you didn't give me the option. You made all my favorite wrestlers bad. You kicked Bret Hart out, and you changed everything. And you said, now it's cool to be mean, it's cool to be bad, it's cool to be a bully. And you did that. It's time. Cena fans are like 14, 15 now. They can handle it. You'll be okay, Vince. Stop trying to... I understand making money. I understand being out there in the media and getting your face out there. I understand making a title with nothing but your company's logo on it. But you need to understand that making movies don't appeal to us, but we are your core. We are what put you here, and sometimes you have to put the dollar a backseat to us, because in the future we're still going to be there. It's about keeping fans. It's about keeping that guy who got shot in the eye when he was, a 70-year-old dude who got shot in the eye, and the worst part of his week was, The Rock beat CM Punk, Stop shoving things down our throats. Pause. Stop, giving The Rock the straight. Stop insulting our intelligence. I know we're supposed to be dumb, but we're not all idiots. And some of us are smarter, but thoroughly enjoy the nostalgia of wrestling and thoroughly enjoy the product and want to enjoy it again. And rightfully, I shouldn't have to fake my way through it. Wrestling isn't a female orgasm. It's entertainment. And I'm tired of having to put on Raw and fake a smile like I think it's cool. One quick point before I go. Stop, wrestlers. Stop looking at the ref when he's counting. Listen, close your eyes. Check it out. 1, 2, kick out. Oh, not 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, I can see you. Cody Rhodes last night. Who did he face? But you literally spoke right into his ear. I think it was Randy Orton. Right into his ear. I watched you go and talk into his ear and then get up. If you're going to do that, get up and go straight into the move. Get up and don't give yourself the time to make me realize, oh wow, he just, whispered something into his ear. Put some effort in. Promos, matches. You guys are slacking, and I get you get to slack because you're in the top company and nobody's going to compete with you, but, put a little effort into what I've grown to love. Some of you really are wrestlers. Some of you are kind of doing it for the paycheck, but the ones who really are wrestlers, come on. Come on. Thanks for listening.